Hello everyone, welcome to Social Justice. Let's get started. At a bustling summer fair in the town of Clearwater, 7-year-old Emma Dawson suddenly found herself lost in a sea of people. But she remembered something unusual her mother Tessa had once taught her. If you can't find a police officer, look for someone in a leather jacket with a biker patch. They'll help you. It sounded strange, even risky. But for Tessa, it came from hard-earned experience. 10 years ago, pregnant and abandoned by an abusive partner on the side of a highway, she was rescued by a group of bikers. They fixed her car, gave her money, stayed with her through a storm, then vanished without names, asking for nothing. From that day on, Tessa believed some angels wear leather, not wings. Back at the fair, between blaring music, flashing lights, and screaming roller coasters, Emma couldn't find her mom. Shoved by a group of rowdy teenagers, her eyes welled with panic. Then she remembered. She made her way to the far end of the pier toward Iron Anchor, a local biker bar she'd seen before. Outside stood a large man with a thick silver beard, chatting with a woman whose hair was streaked with gray. Emma tugged at his jacket. "Excuse me. I'm lost." The man, Jack Malone, immediately knelt down. He was big, but his voice was warm and steady. "What's your name, kiddo?" "Emma Dawson." "My mom's name is Tessa. She's wearing a denim jacket and has short hair." Jack whistled sharply. Then a firm call rang out. "We've got a missing girl. Mom's name is Tessa Dawson. Deploy." No one hesitated. 10, then 20 bikers spread out through the crowd. Nina, one of the women, stayed with Emma, handing her a fresh ice cream. 2 bikers guarded the door. Others stood around Emma, forming a quiet circle of safety. Tessa was running through the fairgrounds, wild with fear, calling out her daughter's name. She found a police officer. He sighed, pulled out his radio slowly, like filing a report. But then she spotted a biker moving against the crowd. Her heart pulled her toward him. "Sir, have you seen a little girl named Emma? You're Tessa." "Yes, Emma found us. She remembered what you taught her. She's safe. She's at Iron Anchor." They ran. When they arrived, Emma leapt into her mother's arms, sobbing. Tessa held her tightly, whispering, "You remembered. Uncle Jack helped me, and Miss Nina, too." Jack looked at Tessa, surprised. "You told your daughter to find a biker if she got lost. You saved me 10 years ago. Highway, storm, I was pregnant." Nina gasped. "You were the nurse that night." Tessa nodded. They embraced for the first time in a decade. Strangers once, now like family. The next morning at Harvey's diner, the owner, Gordon Harvey, a man who had always kept his distance from bikers, watched as Emma and Tessa ate breakfast with Jack and his crew. At first, the diner was silent. Then Gordon approached, coffee pot in hand, and poured them each a cup himself. "Heard what happened at the fair last night," he muttered. "Thank you." Jack smiled. "We just did what was right." In the corner, the officer from the night before sat red-faced, saying nothing. Gordon raised his voice. "Found that girl in 20 minutes. Never seen anyone move that fast." Weeks later, a new sign appeared at Harvey's, "All are welcome." A motorcycle parking space was added. The same bikers once eyed with suspicion were now greeted with waves and nods. They helped fix roofs, volunteered at schools, joined community events. Emma received a custom mini denim jacket with a patch that read, "Protected by the Road Family." And on career day at Emma's school, Jack showed up. He stood in front of the class and said gently, "We love motorcycle, but more importantly, we never leave anyone behind, especially kids." From the back of the room, Tessa watched with tears in her eyes. Emma stood proudly and said, "This is Uncle Jack. He kept his promise, and he kept me safe when I needed it most." Outside, rows of gleaming motorcycles shimmered in the sunlight. To passers-by, they might have looked intimidating, but to Tessa and Emma, they were symbols of something simple and powerful. Not all angels need wings. Some just wear leather jackets. and have hearts that know when to stop and help. Thank you for joining us today on Social Justice. If this story sparked something in you, a memory, an emotion, or even just the hope that kindness still matters, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe. Because if you believe that everyone deserves to be seen, heard, and treated with dignity, you're in the right place. Here at Social Justice, we don't just tell stories to watch. We tell stories to feel, and you are part of that journey. We'll see you in the next one.